Here's a fun fact most people never talk about. Most men don't actually remember the woman who looked perfect. They remember the woman who felt unforgettable. Because lust might hit his body fast, but psychology hits his mind deep. And that's where long-term attraction really lives. The woman who can make a man think about her while he's stuck in traffic, sitting in meetings, or staring at his phone late at night. She doesn't just look good on the outside, she understands how his mind works on the inside. So today, we're breaking down psychological turn-ons that hit a man far harder than lust ever could. And here's a warning. Once you understand these, you'll stop competing for attention. You won't chase it anymore, you'll naturally command it. Society loves telling women that men are visual creatures. And yes, visuals matter at first. But what happens after the visuals fade? What happens when the makeup comes off, the texts slow down, and real life shows up? That's when psychology decides who stays and who keeps scrolling. So if you're tired of advice that only says look hotter, dress better, or try harder, you're in the right place. We're diving into the part of attraction that makes his soul lean forward, not just his eyes. The first thing that pulls him in is calm dominance, confidence without noise. Men say they want confidence, but what truly melts them is calm dominance. It's a quiet, grounded energy that doesn't shout or beg to be seen. It anchors the room. It's the feeling you give off when you say, I like you, but I'll be perfectly fine without you. There's no chasing, no over-explaining, no performing for approval. You're relaxed because you know your worth, and that calmness drives him crazy. Why? Because calmness signals control. When you don't overreact to his delays, his mixed signals, or his small ego tests, you flip the entire dynamic. He realizes he can't pull you into emotional chaos, and here's the irony. The moment he sees he can't disturb your peace easily, that's when you start living rent-free in his mind. Every patient pause, every graceful boundary, every calm, that's okay, take your time, becomes psychological kryptonite. You're not cold or distant, you're centered. And that makes you far more powerful than any desperate, overextending energy he's used to dealing with. The next turn-on is emotional contrast. This is soft power at its finest. Forget mystery for a second. Men don't fall in love with what they can't understand at all. They fall for what makes them feel alive. Emotional contrast does exactly that. It's the ability to show range. One moment you're warm and nurturing. You listen without interrupting. You make him feel heard and understood. Then, without warning, you're playful, teasing, lightly challenging him just enough to wake up his ego. This contrast keeps his emotional system firing. His brain can't label you as just the nice girl or just the fiery one. You're both, and that combination is intoxicating. Because here's the truth most people won't say. Men don't get bored because women are boring. They get bored when everything feels emotionally flat. But when you move between softness and strength, sweetness and sass, comfort and challenge, he feels emotionally stimulated instead of drained. He may not even understand why, but he'll crave the next version of you he hasn't met yet. You're not unpredictable, you're dynamic. And once he gets used to your emotional rhythm, you become impossible to forget. Another powerful trigger is the respect reflex. Boundaries are hotter than curves. If you really want to know what's more attractive than a perfect body, it's a woman who knows how to say no and isn't afraid to mean it. A man might flirt with beauty, but he commits to standards. When you calmly enforce boundaries without anger, guilt, or threats, something shifts in his mind. It hits him like a quiet lightning bolt of respect. Because male psychology works in a very simple way. Boundaries signal self-worth. Self-worth signals value, and value creates desire. When you don't over-explain yourself, when you don't apologize for your limits, when you don't bend just to keep his attention, his brain registers you as rare. You're no longer just an option, you're a standard. And men naturally rise or fall in response to standards. Then there's the power of selective availability. This is where many women get it wrong. Being available all the time doesn't create closeness, it creates familiarity, and familiarity without depth leads to boredom. When you have a full life, your own goals, your own routines, and you don't drop everything the second he calls, his interest deepens, not because you're playing games, but because your life actually matters to you. He can feel that he's stepping into your world, not consuming it. Your time feels valuable because you treat it that way, and when he earns access to it, it means something. Men are wired to value what feels earned, not handed over freely. So when you choose him instead of need him, his attraction shifts from curiosity to investment. Another deep psychological turn-on is emotional safety mixed with challenge. Men rarely talk about this, but they crave a space where they can relax without feeling weak. When you create an environment where he feels accepted, not judged, not constantly tested, he lowers his guard. But here's the key: you don't lose yourself to create that safety. You still challenge him to grow. You still hold him accountable. You still expect effort and consistency. This balance makes him feel safe and stimulated at the same time. His mind associates you with peace, but also progress, and that combination is incredibly addictive. You become the place he wants to return to when the world feels heavy. There's also the power of emotional restraint. Oversharing too soon kills mystery and weakens impact. When you reveal yourself slowly, intentionally, you allow connection to build layer by layer. You don't dump your entire story on him all at once. You let him earn deeper access over time. This pacing makes your presence feel meaningful. He senses depth beneath the surface, and his curiosity grows naturally. You're not hiding, you're unfolding, and that keeps his mind engaged long after the conversation ends. Finally, there's the way you respond to uncertainty. When things feel unclear, many people panic. They push, demand reassurance, or try to force clarity. But the woman who stays grounded in uncertainty sends a powerful signal. She trusts herself. She knows that if it works, and if it doesn't, she'll be okay. That energy is magnetic. It tells him you're emotionally strong, not dependent on outcomes. And men are deeply attracted to emotional strength, even if they don't consciously realize it. So remember this: attraction isn't built by trying harder, it's built by being anchored in who you are. Calm confidence, emotional range, clear boundaries, selective availability, and inner security don't just attract men, they filter them. And the ones who stay aren't staying because you begged, chased, or performed. They stay because something about you feels rare, grounding, and unforgettable. It's not about being cold, rude, or acting distant. It's about sending a quiet but powerful message without saying much at all. I don't punish, I don't threaten, I don't argue endlessly. I simply don't take part in anything that steals my peace. That single idea alone could rewrite how most modern dating works. When a man notices that you have clear limits, that you will calmly walk away from confusion, emotional laziness, mixed signals, or low effort, something shifts. You become the one woman he can't play games with, and that's exactly when desire starts to grow stronger, because the moment he understands that access to you is not automatic, not guaranteed, and not permanent, your presence suddenly becomes valuable. Boundaries don't make real men disappear. They only scare off boys. The boys fade away quietly, and the men stay right where they are. Now let's talk about the ego part, but not in the way people usually do. Let him feel capable around you. That's the key. Men deeply love feeling capable. This isn't about arrogance or pride. It's biology. Their minds are wired to seek competence, purpose, and validation through action. A woman who understands this doesn't try to control it or use it in a sneaky way. She simply brings it out naturally. When you genuinely appreciate a man for what he does, not in a fake or dramatic way, but in a real and honest way, something changes inside him. His masculine identity feels noticed, it feels respected. You can say things like, "You always seem to know how to handle things," or "I really admire the way you take care of that." And if you watch closely, you'll see his body language change. His shoulders straighten, his voice becomes calmer, his energy shifts. That's because real appreciation doesn't blow up his ego. It grounds him. It makes him feel steady. You're not feeding him empty compliments. You're speaking a language that men rarely admit they need. And here's something most people get wrong. Men don't fall deeply for the woman who depends on them. They fall for the woman who truly values them. There's a big difference. A woman who values a man doesn't drain his masculinity. She strengthens it. She's not saying, "I can't survive without you." She's saying, "I can stand on my own, but life feels better when you're here with me." That small difference hits him far deeper than physical attraction ever could. It touches his sense of meaning, his sense of importance. The truth is, many men are quietly starving for appreciation. They live in a world that constantly tells them to toughen up, try harder, do more, and never complain. So when a woman makes him feel capable instead of criticized, admired instead of compared, and appreciated instead of pressured, she becomes a place of calm for him. She becomes peace. And this has nothing to do with submission or losing yourself. This is strategy. You're not handing over your power. You're sharing influence. You're showing him that being with you feels like winning, not competing. And that's the paradox that hits harder than desire alone. He doesn't chase you because you boost his ego. He chases you because around you he feels like the best version of himself. And that feeling is incredibly addictive. Now let's talk about emotional connection, because this is where things really lock in. Men might chase excitement for a while, but they stay for peace. They may flirt with chaos, but they commit to warmth. And warmth doesn't mean being overly nice, weak, or motherly. It's that calm, steady energy that silently says, "You're safe here." Whether he admits it or not, every man, no matter how strong, confident, guarded, or emotionally distant he appears, wants emotional safety just as much as women do. The difference is, most men don't know how to ask for it. When you speak to a man without attacking him, mocking him, or making him feel small, something important happens inside his nervous system. He relaxes, his guard lowers, and when that guard comes down, something powerful takes place. He starts to connect you with comfort, with peace, with home. And this doesn't mean fixing him or teaching him how to be better. It means being emotionally aware enough to connect rather than constantly correct. You don't have to lie or hide your feelings. You just express them with warmth instead of blame. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," which puts him on the defensive right away, you can say, "I feel unseen when I'm talking, and it feels like your attention is somewhere else." The truth is still there. Your feelings are still valid, but now your words invite understanding instead of resistance. They invite closeness instead of distance. And that's how emotional bonds are built, without force, without drama, and without losing yourself in the process. And trust me, that shift in energy is the exact line that separates a short-lived spark from a deep, lifelong fascination. Because the truth is, a man will risk almost everything for a woman who knows how to be strong and soft at the same time. A woman who can challenge him without bringing drama, who can support him without disappearing herself, and who can love him without chasing or begging for love in return. That balance is rare, and that balance is powerful. It's psychological kryptonite, the kind most people never even realize exists. This is the hidden psychology behind real attraction, the kind that stays long after the excitement fades. So let's slow down and break this apart from a psychological point of view for a moment, because this is where most people misunderstand men completely. Men don't just fall for looks, they fall for emotional experiences. A man connects different emotions to different women, even if he's not aware of it. Lust triggers adrenaline. It's intense, exciting, fast, and temporary. It feels good in the moment, but it doesn't last. It burns hot and disappears just as quickly. Emotional connection, on the other hand, triggers dopamine and oxytocin. These are the chemicals linked to bonding, trust, attachment, and loyalty. This is why a man can be physically attracted to many women at once, but emotionally tied to only one, because only one woman reaches him on a deeper level. She's the one who activates all his hidden emotional switches without forcing it: peace, respect, excitement, admiration, and safety. Most women activate one or two. Very few activate all five at the same time. When you activate peace, he feels calm around you. His nervous system relaxes. He doesn't feel like he has to defend himself or perform. When you activate respect, he feels seen for who he is, not just what he provides. When you activate excitement, he feels alive, curious, drawn in. When you activate admiration, he feels valued and inspired, not controlled. And when you activate safety, he feels like he can be himself without fear of judgment or emotional punishment. When all five are present together, something powerful happens. You stop being just another woman in his life. You stop being an option. You become his emotional reference point. Without even realizing it, his mind starts comparing every future connection to you, not on purpose, not consciously. It just happens. Every conversation, every interaction, every woman he meets after you is measured against how you made him feel. That's when attraction turns into attachment. That's when interest turns into loyalty. That's when you live rent-free in his mind. And here's the part most people don't talk about. Feminine power is not about control. It's not about manipulation. It's not about trying harder or giving more. Feminine power comes from emotional self-possession. It comes from knowing who you are, protecting your peace, and choosing connection instead of chasing validation. A woman who knows her worth doesn't need to demand attention. Her energy does the work for her. She doesn't need to convince a man to stay. She gives him a reason to want to. That's why the strongest women are often the calmest. They don't rush. They don't over-explain. They don't panic when things get quiet. They don't lose themselves trying to be chosen. They let a man experience them fully, and they trust that the right man will recognize the value. This creates emotional depth, and emotional depth is addictive in the best way possible. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You now understand something most people never do. You now understand how attraction actually works beneath the surface. You officially know how to live rent-free in a man's mind without forcing anything. And please, do yourself a favor and share this with your best friend. Because let's be honest, she probably needs to stop chasing that guy who only texts WID at 11:47 at night and disappears the rest of the day. This is where emotional confusion turns into clarity. This is where attraction becomes power. This is where you stop questioning your worth and start embodying it. Until next time, protect your peace, protect your glow, and always remember this: the most dangerous thing you can wear is self-respect. And remember, the goal was never to make someone choose you by force or fear of loss. The goal is to become someone whose presence feels like home and whose absence is deeply felt. When you move through life grounded in self-worth, you stop reacting and start attracting. You allow space for a man to step forward emotionally, not because he is pressured, but because he wants to. This is where real desire grows, where commitment feels natural, and where love becomes a choice instead of a chase. When you honor yourself first, the right man doesn't need convincing. He recognizes your value instinctively.